Megyn Kelly is going to have on Anthony Weiner here, and her whole purpose in the conversation and her conclusion really got under my skin. I'm not a defender of Anthony Weiner by any stretch of the imagination, but I hate it when Fox News puts me in a position where I have to call them out for their bullshit, even if it's against somebody who I'm not too fond of.
When I sat down with former New York Congressman Anthony Weiner, I'm trying to understand how somebody with a secret like that could go on national television and be that cocky.
When you say that cocky, you mean answer your questions? And when you say something,
with the arms.
Let me ask you something.
Show the arms.
Listen, let me ask you.
Watch. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Watch. Let me tell you, sir. Let me tell you. But you know, you're throwing everything at me, so I can't offer any response.
No, but I get an opportunity. You're doing an interview, so let me respond to your question.
Why don't you just do a soliloquy? Okay, you just take it away. I'll ask the question, and you're not answering. Just tell me how is it fair?
Ready?
I am.
Listen to you. I mean, honestly,
listen
to you.
It's all on me.
I was the guest on the show being asked questions, and you're talking to me over the entire time. Do you think that's good TV?
I think getting answers to my questions.
Let me ask you this, but do you think it's good TV to interrupt someone when they're talking?
When they give non-responsive answers, you bet I do.
That is horrible TV.
I don't work for you. I work for the viewers. I don't work for you,
I know, but they can't hear
I work for my viewers.
But do you think none of your viewers want to hear what I have to say?
You try to hijack the show.
Do any of your viewers care what I have to say?
Well, that remains to be seen. So after all this time, the interview with Mr. Weiner was an interesting one for me because when you talk to him about something that he felt objectionable, you know, any sort of politics, he was like that, right? But then whenever you mentioned his controversy, it was like, because of a personal feeling. I mean, the body language, it was like two different guys, depending on the subject, like aggressive and then submissive. And I'm not sure if that was media training or what that was, but I'm interested in your thoughts. Follow me on Twitter at Megyn Kelly. Let me know.
God, that's the most insufferable, unbearable, annoying segment I've ever seen. Why the fuck are you analyzing the difference between how he acts when you talk about his personal scandal and when you talk about politics? Okay, I'll answer your question, Megyn. It's really not that fucking difficult, and you're bright enough to know what the answer is. She said, how can somebody with such a big secret have been so cocky? And at the end, she's like, oh, he's so sheepish when you talk about a scandal, but then he's in your face when they talk about politics. Because they're different topics. Yes, when you're talking about somebody's personal, private text messages about their dick, okay, they might not be as outlandish. They might not be as outgoing. They might not be as arrogant because that's not a topic that they want the world to know about. That's not a topic that they want to have a debate or a discussion or a conversation or a round table on. They thought that was private. They weren't texting it to, he wasn't texting it to the female and to all of Fox News and the world for it to be broadcast for everybody to see. The stuff just leaked afterwards. So are you saying there's no such thing as somebody having a private life and a public life? Those things can't exist? I mean, but that's the thing. The reason why Fox News is even bothering to have him on in the first place nowadays is to just continue to rub in about the scandal and continue to try to extrapolate and smear all Democrats based on the actions of one guy. You know, their goal here is to say, oh, look at this guy. He's a liar. See, he could be, you know, very arrogant and very condescending, and he could argue strongly when it comes to politics, but then he cowers down when it comes to his personal life. So you can't trust him because he doesn't have the same mood and energy level at every time in the day. So don't trust these Democrats, and you know how they are. They want to stick their dick in everything, and they want to sext everybody. And that's the point of the segment. The point of the segment is bullshit propaganda, really.